I'm Scotty Smith, and this is USL Quick Strike. It's week 7 of the USL season, and the week started with quite a few weeknight matches. The following teams earned 3 points in midweek. Indy 11 defeated SKC Reserves 3-1 on Monday the 15th. Charlotte Independence earned 3 with a 2-1 win over Bethlehem the following night. Red Bull Reserves jumped to the top of the table temporarily on Wednesday night with a 4-0 win over winless Hartford, and Austin Bold got a big 1-0 win over Phoenix Rising. So that takes us up to the weekend where Red Bull Reserves could not capitalize on the momentum and dropped all 3 points to Loudoun United on Saturday. Indy 11 won again, as did Louisville, North Carolina FC, Salt Lake Reserves, Charleston, RGV, OKC, Reno, and Phoenix. The following teams earned a point with a weekend draw: Austin, El Paso, Birmingham, SKC Reserves, Colorado Springs, Timbers Reserves, Pittsburgh, and St. Louis. So let's get your up-to-the-minute standings. St. Louis is back on top in the East, followed by Red Bull Reserves, Indy 11, Tampa Bay Rowdies, North Carolina, Charleston, Nashville, Atlanta Reserves, Bethlehem, and Louisville City. The Portland Reserves barely edged out New Mexico United for top table in the West, followed by Reno, Salt Lake Reserves, and Sacramento. The rest of the top 10 includes Tulsa, OKC, Phoenix Rising, LA Reserves, and Fresno. In the third division, South Georgia Tormenta is on top with a group of 4 teams tied on 6 points in spots 2 through 5. Our top dog of the week is Loudoun United, a.k.a. DC United Reserves. DC United has really been using that team the way that most 2 teams are used, and that is to play the kids, including Griffin Yao, a promising young prospect. We saw that team in Memphis, and they've got a lot of good young players, but they haven't had a whole lot of success in the table. On the other hand, Red Bull Reserves had just made it to the top of the table in the East, and rightly so. They're a very good side. But Loudoun United hit them with an RKO out of nowhere. Congratulations, Loudoun United. You're our top dog of the week. USL squads are bringing in lots of bright young talent, as Frankie Amaya, the top pick in the MLS Super Draft, has been loaned to Orange County SC. Charlotte Independence added Zion Jones from Schalke and Memphis-born Nicky Jackson. Speaking of Memphis, they got in on the action by acquiring Cam Lindley from Orlando City. I have harped on short-term loan deals in the past, but these don't appear to be the same yo-yo deals that we see from clubs with 2 teams. We have reached the point where MLS teams kind of know who will and who will not get minutes in the season, and they need some of their youngsters to get some quality minutes in USL. I don't like the short-term loans, but I'm all for the longer-term solutions and a bit of chemistry within the USL squad. And here's some news for all of you who complain about soccer in baseball stadiums. An article in the Fresno Bee suggests that the Foxes of Fresno are searching for a new home ground, and they'd love to build a soccer-specific stadium. Here's a quote straight from the article in question. Playing their second season in Chukchansi Park, which they share with the Grizzlies, the Foxes are subject to a United Soccer League mandate that the club play its home games in a soccer-specific stadium with at least 5,000 seats by 2020, or at least have one in the works. So if you want everybody playing in a soccer-specific stadium, this one's for you. Speaking of soccer-specific stadiums, congratulations to Indy 11. Legislation has recently amended a bill and taken out certain language that made a stadium contingent upon inclusion into MLS. That is no longer the case. It looks as though in the new version of the bill that Indy 11 can stay a USL team until the end of time, and that possibility of getting that stadium built is still very, very real. It's going to include retail space and apartments. It's going to be right kind of in the city center, sort of, and it looks like something that could go through without that MLS contingency. So that's really great news for Indy 11. If it is built, it'll be one of the class stadiums in this league, and maybe something that is a trend going forward. Who knows? Maybe city councils will look at things and say, you know what? You don't have to be in MLS to be a great soccer city. However, there will be other cities who say, no, you have to be in MLS. And unfortunately, MLS announced this week that they are expanding yet again, and that they're probably taking Sacramento and St. Louis away from us. Not only that, but they're opening the door for a 30th team. And they'll hike up the price tag from that one. Like, I can't even imagine. I honestly can't even imagine. I'm going to say $300 million, and that's probably not going to be that far off. They're going to charge St. Louis and Sacramento $200 million apiece. But what would you do if you had that exact same $200 million? What if, instead of playing in MLS, you spent $200 million on the stadium and then just played in USL? Maybe spend some money on the development team, maybe an academy. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. MLS, stop taking our teams, man. Stop taking our teams. All right, let's get you 3 games to watch this weekend. The first one's on Friday night. New Mexico United and Timbers Reserves. Timbers Reserves slightly in the lead in the West. They're on 14 points. New Mexico United right behind them on 13 points. That happens 8:30 Central Time on Friday night. That's the 26th. That'll be a good one on ESPN+. We should know by the time everybody goes to bed who is at the top of the table in the West. We got a good one for the state of Oklahoma on Saturday night. Tulsa Roughnecks and OKC Energy, their supporters groups have always had a pretty good back and forth. They play for something. I don't know if it's a wrench or an old Derek or what. But, in the old days, which was about, 2 or 3 years ago in USL timeline, Tulsa and OKC played each other about 4 times a year. Now, with the increased number of teams in USL, they only play each other twice. So the stakes are a little bit higher. Tulsa Roughnecks, OKC Energy on Saturday night at 7 p.m. You won't get to watch that one in live time because Memphis plays at the same time, but that should be a good one. And then you got Sacramento Republic and Phoenix Rising, 9:30 Saturday night. I hope it's on in the brass door after the match so that all Memphis fans can see it. Sacramento Republic and Phoenix Rising, both in the playoff picture. Last year, they swapped back and forth between the 2 and 3 seeds in the West. They were both of these clubs, always in the top 5 in the second half of the season. And so it'll be very interesting to see those two go head-to-head in what should be a good match, Saturday, 9:30. Our goal of the week this week, it wasn't too much of a competition. And that's because 4 of the 5 goals looked very similar. But Junior Flemings of Phoenix Rising went around 2 and possibly 3 defenders to rip one upper 90. We'll give him our goal of the week. Well, that's going to about do it for now, but the weather sure is getting nicer. We've got an actual spring. We want everybody to go out and see local soccer in their markets, so get on out there. Take the family. Go for a stroll. Do some tailgating. And, join the march to the match for the first time. Get in line with that and just go, baby. Go. It's going to be a beautiful weekend across most of the country. Get out and enjoy the game we love. Like I said, that's going to wrap it up for us. Don't forget, all of this action can be seen on ESPN Plus from the comfort of your own recliner. All right, I'm Scotty Smith. Enjoy your soccer, everybody.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.